Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for your kind introduction. I am Yuko Yasunaga, Managing Director of UNIDO. It's my great honor and pleasure to be joining at the 27th meeting of the General Conference on Weights and Measures and presenting the topic based on my experience involved in industrial policy, technology policy, and the standardization policy. Please turn to the next page, please. Yes, the world is full of challenges, and we have to look at the realities. We are standing and working in the front of the places to face many challenges on the ground. Please turn to the next page. Yes, today's innovators are expected to tackle many societal challenges, which include global warming, environmental pollution, poverty, and poor nutrition in some countries, secured supply of food, water, and energy, peacekeeping, the prevention of infectious disease, and so on. And many of these problems are caused from the market failure. In other words, the invisible hand it does not work. We need a new mechanism to tackle. United Nations adopted these societal challenges as SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, in 2015. Almost 7 years have passed after the adoption of SDGs, and we have only almost 8 years more for achieving these goals. Please proceed to the next page, please. Yes, I hope, I expect for many of you, this chart is quite familiar. Yes, these are SDGs with 17 goals with 169 concrete targets. Please turn to the next page, please. Let's look at some of the examples. The first chart shows the hunger situation. I am very sorry, so it is a bit old, which shows the 2016 situation. Yeah, in many countries, it shows that many people are in the very serious undernutrition situation. Some of the red countries in red, are in a situation of 40 to 60% of the nationals are undernutrition. It is quite serious. Please turn to the next page. This shows the penetration of drinking water services. As you may see, it is clear that many sub-Saharan African countries and some Asian countries like Myanmar, Cambodia, and Yemen, Afghanistan, in those countries, the affordable drinking water services are not supplied. So it is too serious. Please turn to the next page. Yes, this is for electricity. Yes, I found that there are 29 countries in the world where less than 50% of their nationals have access to electricity. Out of 29 countries, 27 are in sub-Sahara. Yes, it is also too serious. Please turn to the next page, please. Yes, development and environmental protection is one of major agenda for UNIDO, not only for UNIDO, but all of us in the world. Developing countries have experienced high economic growth, high population growth, and high concentration of population in cities. So that this inevitably leads to waste management problems, poor situation of waste management problem. Like these the photos, you may see this kind of situation, which are not special. There are many situations like that in the city of the European countries. Please turn to the next page. Yes, it is also the photos to illustrate the same situation. Upper left is the photo which is called the world's most polluted river in Indonesia. So this situation rather occurred in developing and emerging countries. Please turn to the next page. Sound industrial policies are one of our challenges, as the humankind experienced large-scale environmental destruction like the Aral Sea, which was almost dried up by over-irrigation based on the Soviet Union policy to boost copper production, increasing the copper production and export. We also tackle how to phase out HFC, HCFC, and other chemical agents from many countries, and how to help industry to abolish the use of mercury based on the Minamata Convention from the chemical industries in many countries. Please turn to the next page and skip that. Okay, so I'd like to talk about the reason why did the UN need to promote SDGs in such a form. Yes, because we learned that conventional way, which is the assistance or ODS, cannot solve the problems quantitatively and qualitatively. It is too small. And if goals are defined, we believe they must attract investors' attentions. And if more investment are made, the solution of those problems must be propelled. It is the basic the understanding behind SDGs, or why UN need to promote SDGs. Please turn to the next page, please. But in order to achieve SDGs with the private investment, we need to think from a different angle. What is the paradigm shift which is necessary for that? It is shift from CSR, corporate social responsibility, to business-oriented mindset. So we can say, well, we must say, it is good for private companies to make money. Don't hesitate to make money by doing good for SDGs. Yes, it is, frankly speaking, this is my own wording, and it is not so sophisticated expression, but please allow me to say so. Hey, I would like to urge to know for the private company representatives that from CSR to business is the key to achieve SDGs and to get your new business sector or new business chances. Please turn to the next page, please. But if we look at Japanese businessmen, in Japan we call that philosophy Sampo Yoshi. Literally, it means three ways satisfaction. Good for seller, good for buyer, good for society. Maybe we can add, we also need to be business to be sustainable. It can be said that it is good for the future. But anyway, so it is the kind of old saying of Japanese merchant to keep that business good and sustainable. Please turn to the next page. This is a very old-fashioned style, old photo of Japanese merchant. But the three ways satisfaction, three ways good spirit still lives. Please turn to the next page. But roughly speaking, African and the other developing countries have a different boundary conditions compared to the ours, the developed countries. Uh, there are many challenges, but many opportunities. Due to time constraint, I cannot introduce all of these barriers that we have experienced in the past for our technology transfer activities to African countries. But it can be said that we cannot simply duplicate our past experience in developed countries, but we can invent new business models and or new societal or system that work efficiently even in many African and other developing countries. Yes, for solar power generation at the non-electrified villages, yes, technologies are okay, almost okay. And business becomes okay very recently with the micro payment system with the smartphone. In Africa, the penetration of smartphone is very great. So if the person do not have a bank account, it is easy to collect money. But we need societal challenges, how to build a sustainable system for everyone, and so on. Please turn to the next page, please. Uh, in Japan, there are some arguments. If we look at our country's situations, there are many arguments, many pessimistic arguments that are represented by following words or caveats. Universities are not good, private companies are not good, society doesn't allow risk-taking behaviors of the innovators, government's policies are always too late and too small. Aged male boss, we call it Osan or Oji-san, they are doing nothing or doing bad for innovation. Japanese people are not innovative. I didn't think so. I think that all of these which capture some aspect of the Japanese society, but I believe that most of these are attributed to our silo structured mindset. We call it is the octopus pot. We call silo structure octopus pot. Please turn to the next page. These are octopus pot. These pots are used for catching octopus in Japan because octopus has a habit to go into a very narrow space to avoid attacks from other fishes. So it's very easy to catch octopus by putting this pot into the sea. But caveat is we have to know that human beings they feel also good, also comfortable for staying in a small silo like octopus. So this is a kind of very takotsubo, or which we say octopus pot type of culture. Please turn to the next page. Thank you for waiting. Why methodology is essential for SDGs? Yes, new measurement methodology and technologies are essential for developing and making new infrastructures. New measurement methodology can support development of new industries. Developing new measurement methodologies requires new technologies. A needs for new measurement technologies drives development of new technologies. New measurement methodology and technologies can help people to familiarize newly introduced products or services. It is also helpful to solve last 1 mile problem for the users of the new technologies. So please turn to the next page, please. Yes, let's take an example of energy infrastructure. In the hydrogen economy, which is expected to come soon, the solar-rich or wind-rich countries can be the world powerhouse. This may revolutionize the energy production and consumption paradigm. The precise measurement of volume, temperature, weight, pressure, and flow rate, and so on are the keys to enable stable transaction and safe handling of hydrogen. So that we can say these technologies are the base for new energy industries and infrastructure with a large youth employment. Please turn to the next page. Yes, this shows the rich endowment of solar energy and hydro wind energy in Africa and other places in the world. Please turn to the next page. Yes, this is the famous stories about the standardizations of compact discs. Helmut von Karajan and Mr. Oga, the former CEO of Sony, decided the technical or specification of compact discs to enable Beethoven's Ninth Symphony recorded in only one disc. Because while in the analog record era, Beethoven's Ninth Symphony was recorded in two discs. Yes, this is the power of standardization to create new industry, new services. Please turn to the next page. Yes, if we want to solve the marine plastic litter problems, yes, the biodegradable plastics shall be an alternative solution. And we can say that we need some standardized ways of measuring biodegradability in a way which is consistent with our objective to stop marine plastic pollution. And we need to have standardized ways of accrediting the plastic bag to be made from biodegradable plastics to avoid the forced products. And we need the standardized way of promoting the penetration of biodegradable plastics, both in industry and in governmental or official regulation. So for all of these objectives, methodology is essential. Please turn to the next page. Methodology drives new technologies. New technology enable more precise measurement. These the three figures are excerpted from the AIST homepage because I was the vice president of AIST. I was really enjoying working with the standardization team and the methodology team in AIST. Please turn to the next page. And of course, I'm working for UNIDO now. So UNIDO has been promoting methodology for industrial development in developing emerging countries, like in Tunisia, Malawi, Armenia, and Kenya. And also, we are cooperating with the OIML and BIPM. On World Methodology Day, UNIDO issued a brochure titled The Role of Methodology in the Context of the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Please turn to the next page. And we are very happy to work those people in developing emerging countries that engaged in methodology like these photos. Final page, please turn to the next page. This is the final page. My final message is, yes, let's do collaborations with the other areas for trans-boundary and cross-boundary collaborations. As you see in this figure, many technologies, many science, and many business are interacting and have coherence and are converging and have a resonance and of course, the trade-offs and the synergies. So let's work together. It is my last message. Thank you very much for your